Hey guys, I'm making the longest behavior card day. Here are the cards. Multicolor rainbow means graduate forever. Diamond means 1 million years off. Emerald means 900,000 years off. Ruby means 800,000 years off. Sapphire means 700,000 years off. Platinum means 600,000 years off. Gold means 500,000 years off. Silver means 400,000 years off. Bronze means 300,000 years off. Lemon lime means 200,000 years off. Lime means 100,000 years off. Chartreuse means 95,000 years off. Electric lime means 90,000 years off. Light green means 85,000 years off. Jade means 80,000 years off. Mint green means 75,000 years off. Long green means 70,000 years off. Green means 65,000 years off. Dark green means 60,000 years off. Military green means 55,000 years off. Dark military green means 50,000 years off. Dark Spanish green means 45,000 years off. Skobeloff means 40,000 years off. Zomp means 35,000 years off. Keppel means 30,000 years off. Teal means 25,000 years off. Jellyfish means 20,000 years off. Rubberneck blue means 15,000 years off. Turquoise means 10,000 years off. Celeste means 9,500 years off. Tron blue means 9,000 years off. Cyan means 8,500 years off. Electric blue means 8,000 years off. Coral blue means 7,500 years off. Denim means 7,000 years off. Microsoft blue means 6,500 years off. Blue means 6,000 years off. Iceberg means 5,500 years off. Sky blue means 5,000 years off. Cornflower means 4,500 years off. Dodger blue means 4,000 years off. Blue ivy means 3,500 years off. Blue ribbon means 3,000 years off. Ocean blue means 2,500 years off. Blue orchid means 2,000 years off. Blue means 1,500 years off. Cerulean means 1,000 years off. Yale blue means 950 years off. Cobalt blue means 900 years off. Persian blue means 850 years off. Egyptian blue means 800 years off. Zafran means 750 years off. Duke blue means 700 years off. Imperial blue means 650 years off. Royal blue means 600 years off. Ultramarine means 550 years off. Follow blue means 500 years off. Resolution blue means 450 years off. Navy blue means 400 years off. Catalina blue means 350 years off. Midnight blue means 300 years off. Oxford blue means 250 years off. Dark midnight blue means 200 years off. Darkest blue means 150 years off. Iris means 100 years off. Major L blue means 85 years off. Slate blue means 90 years off. Dark indigo means 85 years off. Indigo means 80 years off. Spanish violet means 75 years off. Royal purple means 70 years off. Lavender means 65 years off. Wisteria means 60 years off. Mauve means 55 years off. Dark violet means 50 years off. Dark purple means 45 years off. Amethyst means 40 years off. Violet means 35 years off. Veronica means 30 years off. Purple means 28 years off. Papyrus means 26 years off. Patriarch means 24 years off. Mardi Gras means 22 years off. Byzantium means 20 years off. Palatine, purple means 19 years off. Purple means 18 years off. Fawn means 17 years off. Byzantine means 16 years off. Fandango means 15 years off. Mulberry means 14 years off. Heliotrope means 13 years off. Orchid means 12 years off. Fuchsia means 11 years off. Ultra pink means 10 years off. Donut pink means 9 years off. Fox means 8 years off. Magenta means 7 years off. Hot magenta means 6 years off. Shocking pink means 5 years off. Hollywood Serious means 4 years off. Persian Rose means 3 years off. Deep Pink means 2 years off. Rose means 1 year off. Mexican Rose means 11 months off. Amaranth means 10 months off. Steel Pink means 9 months off. Folly means 8 months off. Cerise means 7 months off. Blush means 6 months off. French Rose means 5 months off. French Pink means 4 months off. Hot Pink means 3 months off. Persian Pink means 2 months off. Candy Pink means 1 month off. Coral Pink means 3 weeks off. 3 weeks off. Creek Sherbet means 2 weeks off. Flamingo Pink means 1 week off. Carnation Pink means 6 days off. Navigational Pink means 5 days off. Pink means 4 days off. Cotton Candy means 3 days off. Bubble Gum means 2 days off. Baby Pink means 1 day off. White means nothing happens. Ghost White means a talk after school. Magnolia means a 5-minute detention. Snow means is a 10-minute detention. Milk means a 15-minute detention. Cream means a 20-minute detention. Vanilla means a 25-minute detention. Corsic means a 30-minute detention. Idaho White means a 35-minute detention. Parchment means a 40-minute detention. Apricot means a 45-minute detention. Beige means a 50-minute detention. Macaroni and cheese means a 55-minute detention. Maize means a 1-hour detention. Mustard means a 2-hour detention. Oreo means 3-hour detention. Yellow means 4 hours detention. Rubber duck yellow means 5 hours detention. Jonquil means 6 hours detention. Sunglow means 7 hours detention. School bus yellow means 8 hours detention. Bee yellow means 9 hours detention. Chrome yellow means 10 hours detention. Gamboge means 1 day detention. Tangerine means 2 days detention. Light orange means 3 days detention. Orange means 4 days detention. Dark orange means 5 days detention. Flame means 6 days detention. Tawny means 7 day detention. Burnt orange means 8 days detention. Rust means 9-day detention. Mahogany means 10-day detention. Brown means 12-day detention. Gainsborough means 2 weeks detention. Timberwolf means 3 week detention. Lightest gray means 1 month detention. Lighter gray means 2 month detention. Light gray means 3 month detention. Like gray cloud means 6 month detention. Gray means 9 month detention. Granite means 1 year detention. Ash gray means detention forever. Battleship gray means 1 day suspension. Charcoal means 2 days suspension. David gray means 3 days suspension. Jet means 4 days suspensions. Light gunmetal means 5 days suspension. Gunmetal means 10 days suspension. Dark gunmetal means 15 days suspension. Licorice means 20 days suspension. Black means a 25 days suspension. Darkest maroon means a 30-day detention. Darker maroon means a 35-day detention suspension. Dark maroon means a 40 days of suspension. Rosewood means a 45-day suspension. Rock red means a 50-day suspension. Maroon means a 55-day suspension. Burgundy means a 60-day suspension. Red wine means a 65-day suspension. Cranberry means a 70-day suspension. Firebrick means a 75-day suspension. Chili pepper means an 80-day suspension. Grapefruit means an 85-day suspension. Cinnabar means a 90-day suspension. Jasper means a 95-day suspension. Geranium means 100-day suspension. Laveray means 105-day suspension. Fire Engine Red means 110-day suspension. Ferrari Red means 15-day suspension. Candy Apple Red means 120-day suspension. Coconut Cot means a 25-day suspension. Scarlet means a 130-day suspension. Taser means a 135-day suspension. Hammer means a 140-day suspension. Grayscale means a 145-day suspension. Drill means a 150-day suspension. Calculator means 200-day suspension. Vicon View of Doom, 250-day suspension. Screen Change S from Hell means 300-day suspension. Working Flag means 350-day suspension. Spider means a 400-day suspension. Eyeball means a 450-day suspension. Skull means a 500-day suspension. Eyeball means a 550-day suspension. Skull Candy means a 600-day suspension. Eyeball Candy means 550-day suspension. Sorry about that, guys. 1976, 150-day suspension. 1950s means the 700-day suspension. Dr. Eggman means a 750-day suspension. Metal Sonic means 800-day suspension. Bowser Jr. means an 850-day suspension. Meowser means a 900-day suspension. Dry Bowser means a 950-day suspension. Bowser means a 1,000-day suspension. Ram means dead mean and expel forever. That's all the cards.